everyone, this is Colleen Lemma, Starseed Astrologer and Spiritual Messenger from SacredSoulEmpowerment.com. Here to do your weekly angel card reading for Monday, August 7th through Sunday, August 13th, 2017. Just a reminder that the monthly angel card reading for the month of August is already up on my YouTube channel under Colleen Lemma, and it is a powerful month with a lunar and a solar eclipse. We have Lion's Gate, Uranus turning retrograde, and Saturn turning to direct motion, all within this month. So you'll want to make sure to go to that monthly angel card reading and take a listen to that as well. For this week's weekly reading, we're going to be using for our main message the Fairy Tarot deck by Doreen Virtue. And we also have an extra card right here from Doreen Virtue's Archangel deck as well. And then your special message card, depending on your stone of choice this week, is going to be coming from the Angel Tarot deck by Doreen Virtue. So let's start by looking at our stones of choice for the week. Okay, so this week we have, and I put this inside of here so it wouldn't roll off the table, so I want to be careful with it. But this is a Smoky Quartz sphere. And the Smoky Quartz sphere is a wonderful protection stone. It's very good at grounding a person's energy. It's really good for elimination of lower vibrational energies, whether they be physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual. And it's really good for detoxifying as well, detoxification on all of those levels as well. Your second stone of choice is labradorite. And labradorite is also a really great stone for protection. This stone also helps to deflect lower vibrational energies from your aura or from your being. And it actually helps to prevent energy leakages within your aura as well. And then your last stone of choice, this is a pretty big piece. This is mahogany obsidian. So it's a form of obsidian, but obsidian normally is pure black stone. This is actually a brown stone with black in it, and that's why they call it the mahogany obsidian. This actually also is a protective stone. So all three of these stones are protective. This one also helps to ground your energy. It helps to eliminate blockages in your energy field. And it actually gives you too a sense of strength to move forward. So again, your three stones of choice are the Smoky Quartz sphere, the labradorite, and the mahogany obsidian. So let's start by talking about the energies for the week. Now again, this is a powerful month overall, and this as well is a powerful week. So we begin the week on Monday, the 7th of August. And this is our full moon lunar eclipse at 15 degrees of Aquarius. So this means the moon is at 15 degrees Aquarius, which means the sun is opposite that at 15 degrees of Leo. And a lunar eclipse is always going to heighten and intensify the energies. Okay, any of the eclipses helps to intensify those energies, making them stronger. So a regular new moon or a regular full moon, usually the energies of those new and full moon lunations last until the next new or full moon. With eclipses, the eclipse energy, with this full moon lunar eclipse and later in the month our new moon solar eclipse, is going to last for months. It's going to last until the next set of eclipses, which don't start to begin until January of 2018. So in effect, these eclipse energies are lasting for about 6 months. Now the interesting thing about this one at 15 degrees of Aquarius, and again 15 degrees Leo is where the sun is. This is going to be a degree that's highlighted later in the year, and it's going to be in December when the north and south node actually hit 15 degrees Aquarius and 15 degrees Leo. So this full moon, which after the full moon hits, after this full moon lunar eclipse comes about on Monday the 7th, it's actually going to be a time then of releasing and letting go of old patterns and old energies. You know, that's typically what full moons, after the full moon comes to its intensity, when the full moon starts to wane, That's when we go into the releasing cycle, the letting go cycle. Now again, this is going to be highlighted again. So whatever is going on with this eclipse for you personally, there's going to be something karmically connected to it or karmically redirected about it when we get to December, when the North Node and the South Node hit that 15 degrees of Aquarius Leo spot, okay? Now, if that wasn't enough as far as power for the week, on Tuesday, the next day, August 8th, we have Lion's Gate. Now, this isn't necessarily an astrological connection between planets per se, but Lion's Gate occurs every August 8th, 8-8, okay? So every 8-8, Lion's Gate comes about. And what the Lion's Gate is about, it actually is, in a sense, astrological, because this is when the Earth, our planet, aligns with the galactic center, okay, and the star Sirius. And this helps to open, or it does open, this cosmic portal between the physical and spiritual realms. Okay, so this is really powerful how we begin the week out with this full moon lunar eclipse and Lion's Gate the next day, opening this kind of, again, portal of energy between our world and the spiritual worlds and spiritual dimensions. Okay, so get ready for like a download of energy. Get ready for a big release in some way. Now, does that mean it's going to all take place on those 2 days or even in this week? No. Again, this is an energy that will take place over a period of time, over the next 6 months. Now, something could definitely be initiated or shift dramatically in this week. So we'll just have to, again, on a personal level, see how all things unfold for us. Now I'm going to skip all the way ahead to Saturday the 12th. On Saturday the 12th, we have a couple of things going on. First, in the very early morning hours Eastern time of that day, so some of us will feel that on Friday, the 11th as well. This is Venus, the planet of love, relationships, money and finances, our divine feminine energies, our sense of self-worth. This is going to be in a positive connection to Neptune. So this is going to bring this kind of dreamy kind of quality, this loving, nurturing, compassionate, unconditionally loving kind of quality to it. Now, at the same time, on that day, Saturday the 12th, Mercury actually goes retrograde. Mercury turns to retrograde motion at 11 degrees of Virgo in the evening, Eastern Daylight Time, on Saturday the 12th. And it will retrograde eventually back into the last couple of degrees of Leo before it turns back to direct motion. So all in all, pretty much for the whole month of August and into the beginning of September, we have that Mercury retrograde cycle that we're dealing with. Again, that Virgo energy is one of the home signs for Mercury. Mercury rules 2 signs of the zodiac, Gemini and Virgo. So Mercury in Virgo is at home, and it's very analytical, it's very logical, it's very detail-oriented. This is about organization, logic. Again, you know, it's almost taking those little steps, paying attention to those little details and taking the next little step towards what it is that you're trying to resolve or move towards. Again, that retrograde cycle gives you time to research and review and understand and go over things and redo things and all of those things that are applied to that Mercury retrograde cycle. On Sunday the 13th, we have the Sun in Leo, and it's in a positive connection to Saturn in Sagittarius. Now, Saturn in Sagittarius is slowing down, is going to turn to direct motion later in the month. So it's already at that 21st degree of where it's going to turn back to direct motion, but it's going to be another couple of weeks at least before Saturn redirects. But because Saturn is already in a slowing down phase, in a stationary phase, with the Sun positively connecting with Saturn, it's going to kind of highlight that energy. So something really good can actually manifest that day because it's a positive connection. The Sun in Leo is where we shine our light and where we put forth our creative efforts or creative self-expression. So this is something where we can ground in some sort of positive energy or manifest something as far as, again, who we are and shining our light out into the world. So take advantage of that time period as well. Again, a very powerful week leading off with that full moon lunar eclipse and the Lion's Gate energy of 8-8. So let's see what our angels and guides have to say regarding the week. Let's turn over our first card. Okay, we start out with a major arcana. So again, powerful energy when we see major arcana. come up in readings. When we see major arcana, this is about the soul's journey, the soul's evolution and growth. This, as opposed to the minor arcana, when minor arcana cards come up, we're talking about day-to-day activities, day-to-day things happening and what the energies are involved in regards to those day-to-day happenings. When we see these major arcana cards, this is about huge growth and evolution of the soul. So major arcana number 4 with the Emperor, it says, use logic and structure to increase your success. Get organized. A firm but compassionate leader. So interestingly enough, we have that logic, structure, and organized. Part of that feels like Saturn slowing down in Sagittarius. Saturn rules structure and form. And part of this feels like that Mercury retrograde in Virgo, getting organized, using logic, analyzing things, paying attention to the details. Now the Emperor is about focus. The Emperor is about structure. The Emperor is about building a solid foundation. So what I'm getting with this card is that we need to pay attention to the details. We need to restructure our lives. We need to figure out where it is we need to be more of an authority in our life, because the Emperor is an authority. So move into your own authoritarian energy, your own leadership energy, your own structure energy. And again, get organized. Mercury in Virgo, Mercury retrograde in Virgo, great time to organize or reorganize things, either on a physical level, a mental level. So I think that starting out the week with this card is very appropriate. Let's take a look at the second card so we can get more information as we move throughout the week. Okay, we have another major arcana. So here it is with this powerful energy. This is major arcana number 15, and it's the ego card. And I don't remember if it was the monthly reading for August or one of the past weekly readings, but I remember this ego card coming up not too long ago. So it's still here. This energy of this ego card is still with us. Now it says at the bottom, the illusion of being trapped. Placing too much importance on material items, getting caught up in fear and worry. And that's what the ego sometimes does, is gets caught up in fear and worry. Now, I know the ego gets a bad rap. We're always talking about the negative ego or the negative mindset of the ego and the fears and worries and doubts of the ego. Now, we can't not like our ego. Our ego is a part of us. Our ego is our personality, okay? There are good things about the ego. Without our ego, we wouldn't really exist here on this third dimensional planet, being who we are. And so embrace the ego, but don't allow the ego to, again, go into that negative, go into the fear, go into the doubt, cause you any concerns or worries, because again, those are an illusion. And with this lunar eclipse coming up, with this whole month of these powerful energies coming up, we might be knocked off our center a little bit, okay? We might be redirected in such a way that it brings up some sort of fears or worries. Now, remember, there's a grand plan here, okay? I almost think I go back to the Emperor with its structure. There's some sort of grand plan that's being organized so that we can be structured and have a solid foundation for us to move forward. But the ego's going to come in and see with our three-dimensional eyes, see all these things changing, or see these things being redirected, or see what's going out in the world around us, in our environment, within the country, or even within our work environment, etc., and within our own personal lives. And the ego is going to say, oh my goodness, what is going on? And get all worried and concerned. So embrace the ego in such a way that it's balanced. This is where meditation comes in. This is where needing to really center and ground yourself, which is why I chose all these protective, grounding kind of stones for this week for you to choose from, because I knew with this eclipse energy and the lunar eclipse being about, again, releasing and letting go of some old ways, old energies, old belief systems, etc., that we're going to need that sense of grounding and protection as we move through our week. Let me see. I feel like we need to connect with others, okay? When I look at this card, I feel like connecting with others for emotional support to get yourself back on track, to get yourself back into a place of being recentered is going to be helpful. Yes, you can do it yourself, but I think if we connect with those of like mind, if we connect with those that are our support system, you know, friends or families that are supportive with what we're doing and where we're going, that we can check in with each other and we can allow those positive, supportive relationships to assist us in regrouping. All right, let's look at the last card and see what turns up here. Okay, so we have the King of Winter, which in the traditional tarot is the King of Swords. And at the top it says, knowledgeable, experienced, fair-minded, and unemotional. Okay, the King of Swords is, you know, the sword suit is the mental realm. Okay, and the mental realm is, again, it's very logical, very much like Mercury and Virgo, very logical, analytical, not very emotional. And at the bottom it says, get advice from someone professional and objective, public speaking, unemotional relationships. Now, again, it just to me reiterates that connecting with other people, okay? It could be a professional. Maybe we need to seek some sort of professional counseling or counsel for some reason. But I also feel that, again, connecting with others of like mind, that can be objective, you know, because we're going to be caught up in our own emotions throughout this week and this month with some of the things that are happening. So connecting with others that aren't exactly in the same situations as us or going through the same emotions as us is going to give us that objective perspective. I feel like, you know, with the King of Swords or the King of Winter here, this is usually masculine energy, so it could be a male, could be father or fatherly figures, people in authority positions. That's usually who the King of Swords emulates. Now, so this could be seeking that kind of person, but this could also be you embracing those qualities within yourself, embracing that authoritarian energy, embracing that leadership energy, embracing the logical, analytical side of yourself, not to such a way that it impedes your ability to just go with the flow, because this month is going to be a time to really go with the flow and just release and let go and surrender to what's happening. And it honestly probably isn't going to make a lot of logical sense. So you can try to allow the positive logical mind to come in, but at the same time, don't just rely on the positive logical mind. Or again, don't go into the negative ego mind either. So let's go ahead and look at this Archangel card. I decided, again, because of the lunar eclipse, that we should ask for some assistance for the week from an Archangel. So let's see who comes up. Okay, Archangel Ariel, very fitting. Archangel Ariel with courage. And the message says, be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. And isn't this interesting? If you look in the corner here, I don't know if you can see it, there's a lioness. A female lion is in the corner of this card. And Archangel Ariel is the archangel. She's actually the archangel who is the lioness. She is the archangel that's associated with that lion energy. So it's very interesting because we have the Lion's Gate on August 8th. And here we have Archangel Ariel coming up, that angel that walks with, communicates with, rules that lion or lioness kind of energy. So be courageous this week. She's here to, again, give you that sense of self-assuredness, to stand up for who you are, to merge with your power, to stand up for your belief systems in certain situations or relationships. And she's going to be the one to call on because it's a feminine energy. She's a feminine archangel, but she's got a very strong, assertive, divine masculine quality as well. Okay? So let's take a look at your special message card, depending on your stone of choice. So again, we're going to use another tarot deck for this. And I'm going to give it a little shuffle here off camera. And then for those of you that chose that Smoky Quartz crystal, so I'm going to just ask our angels and archangels, our guides and master guides and teachers to show me the message for the Smoky Quartz crystal people. Wow, okay, so this is Major Arcana number 11, with Archangel Ariel again, okay? So Archangel Ariel is strong with you Smoky Quartz crystal people this week. Call upon her often. Here we are again. Now in this case it looks like a tiger, but again, that lion, tiger, that cat family energy. And the strength card here at the bottom says, great inner strength, release harsh judgments, forgiveness, and compassion. Okay, and she's spreading her wings. It's like she's moving forward. She's not galloping forward, but she's moving forward slowly. And I feel like that goes back to this Emperor card. Structure. This means taking your time and having patience. Okay, the Emperor, that number 4 energy, is about patience and slow, methodical movement forward. And that's kind of what Archangel Ariel is doing here on the tiger, lion, cat energy here. She's moving forward, but she's moving forward very patiently, very slowly, with thought, with care. She's also, though, spreading her wings, as you can see. And so she's getting ready to really, you know, fly forward, to ascend upwards, to move to the next level of her evolution and growth. So she's got that confidence and courage. That's what it feels like to me. It's like spreading your wings or opening up your energy vibration is you coming into your confidence to be who you are and allow yourself to move forward through that strength and courage that you have. All right, for those of you that chose the Labradorite, let's give this a little shuffle, and we're going to ask for Labradorite. Okay, I keep getting, I'm going to just pull this first card. 5 of Earth. Okay, I was in between a couple of cards. Sorry, I just knocked the table there with the camera. And I was, you know, humming and hawing between a couple of cards. So I think we're going to choose another card as well, but this card is also valid. So the 5 of Earth says, fears surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others. There's that message about accepting help from others or looking to others for support, and uncertain self-employment. So this is usually about money or financial or career or destiny path matters, where again, things might not seem like they're going well, or there's challenges ahead, or there's challenges that you're going through, or there's again uncertainty, or you're having certain fears or worries about these things. This is about worries on the physical realm, okay? So again, the circumstances and situations that are happening around you could even involve relationships, but there's fears, worries, and concerns that are happening. Now let's pull that second card that I was drawn to, because I feel like there's another message in this for you. So the next card was actually the one right next to it, so it was right here. And that card, okay, that card is the Page of Earth. So we have another Earth card. And it says, scholarly, dependable, patient, and successful. Good news about financial matters, okay? So there's your answer. You're having worries and concerns, whether it be about finances or, again, it could be about other things as well. And this is saying there's good news on the way, so release those worries and concerns. It says, wanting to do something more challenging and a new area of study. So this is about messages of the earthly realm, okay? So when we think of messages, we often think messages from our angels and guides. This is an Earth card. This is the suit of discs. And so we're talking about messages from other people, messages that are communicated to us from an outside source, like a group of people, a person, an organization, something we read, something we hear, you know, things like that, something we research. There's messages coming that are more tangible. This is also about, again, how it says like learning something new, wanting to do something more challenging. So, you know, whatever circumstance is causing the fear and the worry, it's a part of you. It's actually partly the ego part of you, but the positive ego is saying this is not for you anymore. You know, you're having challenges, or there's these challenges that are being created because this isn't where you need to be anymore, whether it be the relationship or the career or the place you're living or whatever. The challenges are there to show you that it's time to move into something different. Something, again, it says wanting to do something more challenging. Now, it doesn't mean that it has to be more difficult. It just means that you're ready for something new. You're ready for a new adventure. You're ready to change things up a little bit. But your ego part is having these fears and doubts and concerns. And your higher self is saying, come on, be adventurous. This is where you're being led. You can do this. We got your back. We're protecting you. We're guiding you. And I feel like this is a very appropriate message to follow up that 5 of Earth for you Labradorite people. All right, so then the last is the Mahogany Obsidian, and this one popped right up, so we're going to pull this one from Mahogany Obsidian. Whoa, the World card. Okay, this is Major Arcana number 21 with Archangel Michael, and it says, a job well done, joy, contentment, and gratitude, the path towards enlightenment. Now, this card is the last of the Major Arcana. Okay, and they're reminding me as I say that we are in a 9 universal month and a 1 universal year. The number 1, the year of 2017, is a year of new beginnings. August, being a 9 universal month, is a month of endings, releasing, letting go. So in essence, we're in a time of endings and new beginnings all together. And that's what they reminded me of when I saw the World card here with Archangel Michael. The World card is about endings and new beginnings. This is about one cycle coming to a close and another cycle getting ready to begin, okay? So we're in this phase, we're in this kind of crossover phase of witnessing or experiencing or going through some of those endings. Okay, it could be endings of a physical nature, like the end of a job, the end of where you're living, the end of an old way of thinking or believing as well, the end of the old energies, the end of old connections. Okay, and we're getting ready again, especially as we move to, you know, I feel like through this month, but also past this month of August into the month of September, is when we're going to see more of those new beginnings starting to unfold and take place. So again, this is a process, and again, that lunar eclipse energy is going to last for about 6 months. So this is going to be a process. It's not an overnight thing, and we don't want it to be overnight because that would be just too shocking, too much too soon for us to go through. But know that for you that chose the Mahogany Obsidian, you're in the process of that ending and new beginning. That's going to be quite powerful, and again, part of your soul's journey to move you into that new energy and that new direction that you're meant to go, to take the next step up in your evolution and growth and awakening. So this is a very, very exciting time for you. I hope you've liked this weekly angel card reading. If you have, please subscribe to my channel so you can get all of the updates. And thank you for those that comment and that like and share the video. Thank you to all of you that watch my Facebook posts on a daily basis and like and comment on those as well. You can find me under YouTube, under Colleen Lemma, under Facebook, Colleen Lemma, and I have a second page, Sacred Soul Empowerment. And also visit my website, sacredsoulempowerment.com. I'd love to be able to help you on your journey of evolution and growth and assist you on the next step of your path. So until we meet next week, I'm sending love and light and many, many angel blessings to each and every one of you.